In the ever-growing library of digital sports, Snooker Blitz arrives on the scene with bold ambitions to fuse the strategic finesse of traditional snooker with a modern, fast-paced twist. Developed by Cherry Pop Games, it's a free-to-play title available across PlayStation, Xbox and PC, and it promises real-time multiplayer thrills, flashy visuals and intuitive gameplay mechanics. But does it succeed in delivering a true snooker experience? Let's break it down. If you're coming into Snooker Blitz expecting a by-the-book simulation like the previously covered here Snooker 19, you'll quickly find yourself surprised. Blitz goes for a more casual and arcade-influenced experience. Controls are intuitive and easy for beginners to pick up, while experts can add spin, adjust power and line up skill shots smoothly, but everything happens on a much faster timeline than a standard match you'd watch at the Crucible. The signature element? Special cues. These aren't just cosmetic, they bring unique gameplay abilities to the table, quite literally. Players can use cues with boosts for shot power, aiming guides, or even spin, but the twist is that these cues have energy bars, and once depleted you're either waiting for them to recharge or opening your wallet. More on that later. Unlike simulation-heavy titles that expect you to be meticulous with every shot, Blitz encourages experimentation and bold play. You can still build breaks with finesse, but there's definitely more game than sport here, and that's both its charm and its challenge. Snooker Blitz nails its first impression, as the visuals are colourful, the tables are beautifully lit up, and the animation of balls rolling, colliding and rebounding all feels velvety smooth. It's clear that attention was paid to making this a sleek and high-octane take on the green baize, and the UI design's also stylish, though it can be a bit cluttered at times, especially with the many queue upgrades, stats and rewards flashing across the screen. Sound-wise, a banging remix of the BBC Snooker theme aside, there isn't really a lot going on. The clack of the balls is great, but the gentle ambience of background noise can actually get annoying, to be honest. For instance, like the levels set in Scotland have a constant rain sound effect, and that's kinda funny in a way, but honestly it gets annoying when you're just hearing it all the time when playing in those levels. Also, the game has no commentary. However, here's where Snooker Blitz starts to chalk up some controversy. It's free to play, right, which is great on the surface, but beneath that there does lie a monetization model that I've personally not had too much of an issue with, yet some players definitely have found frustrating. Let's get the big one out the way, right? Players can buy coins, and with those coins they can get better cues, such as cues with longer aiming lines, more spin, more power, etc. They can also use the coins to instantly recharge all of their cues abilities at any time. Now personally, I've not spent any money, and because I've actually been winning most of my matches, I've found that actually it's not really an issue for me, as the rewards that I'm getting for winning are enough to cover up any potential money not spent. But if I was losing all the time and therefore not getting the rewards of winning, then I can definitely see how I might be tempted to maybe spend some money, and ultimately that's just not a feeling that you want from a game. While matchmaking generally does pair you with players of a similar rating, those with purchased cues and full recharges often do hold an undeniable advantage. By contrast, the previously covered Snooker 19 offers a one-time purchase and then you never touch your wallet again. All the players are equal, and it's your actual queuing skill, not your cue, that determines victory. Snooker Blitz was clearly designed with online competition in mind, from real-time one-on-one duels to 8-player knockout tournaments, and the game does keep you competing against a steady stream of global opponents. The ranking and league systems give a sense of progression, and weekly challenges offer incentives to come back on a daily basis. All matches are short, snappy and intense, and it's a quick way to get your snooker fix without committing to a 45-minute marathon frame. The game does a good job at encouraging a social vibe as well, as you can add friends, rematch rivals, or even jump into casual rooms with relaxed rules, because it's not just about climbing ladders, it's also a potential space for community. Compared to Snooker 19, which lets you play as or against real-time world snooker pros in actual tournament brackets and a career mode, Blitz is obviously much lighter, just designed for quick one-on-one matches. It's more of a snack than a meal. Whether that's a downside just depends on what you want. If you're after an authentic career progression and broadcast realism, then Snooker 19 is unmatched, but if you just want to fire off a quick few matches with slick cues and flashy pots, Blitz will keep you entertained. It's clear that there's a deep philosophical divide between Snooker 19 and Snooker Blitz, as Snooker Blitz is snooker through a gamer's lens, as you're encouraged to play aggressively and make big pots and you get rewarded for flair. There's less of an emphasis on safety play or the grind of long tactical frames. If you're a fan of 8-ball pool or similar mobile hits, you'll feel at home there. For purists though, it might feel like it's all style, no substance. The real beauty of snooker, you know, the strategic safety battles, the slow building tension of a 1-4-7 attempt, that all gets sidelined by the race to pot and progress. If that's not your tempo, then probably go with Snooker 19. So Snooker Blitz is a game that knows what it is, fast and flashy fun arcade take on snooker, and it does deliver on that vision with flair. While its monetization model may be a turn-off for some and its lack of realism may disappoint purists, it excels at being a quick, competitive and highly replayable snooker game for the modern era, and you can literally play it for free. If you're looking for a deep simulation with licensed players and immersive championships, go with Snooker 19, but it's nice that options exist within the market and that we do have multiple snooker games available. Anyway, I better get back to watching the World Championships, eh?